All right, welcome back again, guys. My name is Devon Bell, and we just got done with the first welcome orientation video, pretty much explaining the whole dashboard, different features that GCU has to offer. I told you guys to go ahead and download GCM, and in doing so, you probably would have got alerted for some trades, and I definitely go ahead and play around with those using your demo account for now until you get more familiar with how to chart and how to place trades using your favorite trading platform. Okay, but for now, just to kind of you know, give you guys some more coverage. Uh, I noticed this, Euro, Swiss franc, and Euro USD. I noticed this earlier, and I wanted to come back and show you guys, what I mean by, when you see, two pairs that have the same base currency. And if you don't know that yet, you'll learn about base currencies here shortly. So, the euro, we actually see that the German factory orders that I was talking about on Monday, it actually had a negative impact on the euro. All right, and we know that the base currency in a currency pair is usually the more leveraged currency. Okay, so keep that in mind. The euro actually weakened on the 7th, whereas the Swiss franc actually went up. We see from the news the foreign currency reserves, and even though this release had, it didn't have as big of an impact as the German factory orders did, right? We see that as the euro increased, or the euro, I'm sorry, as the euro weakened and the Swiss franc actually strengthened, went bullish, you would actually sell, right? Because in the buying and selling of currencies, you're going to be selling one while simultaneously buying the other. So if we notice that the Swiss franc had weakened, we wouldn't necessarily want to sell the euro Swiss franc, because that would create a ranging market, right? If both currencies are moving in the same direction, you're actually going to be stuck in a ranging market. All right, so um, and let's see, this is the UJ. It was actually a trade that I was discussing on one of the previous videos that I released. It's not in course 0, it's actually in course 105. So you can definitely come back to this video again later. But for right now, I want to talk about these because, not too long ago, about an hour ago now, I got notifications on my desktop screen. Basically, three trades. The New Zealand dollar is going bullish, and so I told you guys to go ahead, download the Messenger app, and get that going. Mark up your charts. Don't just place the trade, even though it gives you take profit and stop loss levels. Run your own analytics. And so here we are in the trading platform. All right, this is a demo account. You'll see that in the other video, started with 500 bucks. $25. Not great, not bad. Just kind of only using this for not to show you guys, oh hey, I'm about to make a lot of money on this demo account, but just showing you guys the different features while still trying to give you guys good information. All right, so we see that the New Zealand dollar is going bullish, and for this purpose we're going to use NU, which is the New Zealand dollar, US dollar. So we're going to come back to our platform down here. We're going to find, this is actually options, so we're going to go to quotes. This will give us Forex currency pairs. Come down, not to Google and Apple. Where you at? New Zealand dollar. So we're gonna alternate click it. We're gonna hit new chart, and we're on the 15-minute chart. Actually works. So let's see. All right. So right now we can see that this is early signs of an exhaustion candle. Similar to this, these are good signs of a sell, and we can see that the market went down. Early sign of an exhaustion candle buy. All right, so these are early signs of a sell actually. So you see what I mean by don't just place the trades, but don't knock it out either, because these trades, I mean, you can enter this trade 2 days from now and you'll still probably make a profit. So that's why we take this take profit level 0.7410. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and put a horizontal line for 0.74. Yes, I mean, we can actually see that this isn't a quick trade just to enter in and get out of. This is a major move. Okay, so shouldn't have zoomed out. Go to the hour chart, 4-hour chart. There we go. 0.7410. 0.74. Let me get that. That's pretty close. Alright, so this is your expected take profit level. As we can see, there is some resistance right here. So like I said, I wouldn't necessarily, I mean, even though this is a couple pips, like 2 pips off, 2.5 pips away from this take profit level, I still would rather be more conservative with this trade. And as we can see, this stop loss actually looks a little bit more conservative as well. So 0.7308. 0.73. Alright, that's close enough for me. Okay, so the market is actually here. Alright, now we can see that this is actually a fairly decent risk to reward ratio. Alright, your reward is actually, about 3 times greater than your risk. So that's a fairly good risk to reward ratio. And if you don't know what that is by now, or right now, you'll learn that in the next, coming lessons. Alright, so as we can see, we've got our take profit here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the auto scroll, and I actually want to come back and see where some other resistance could lie. Okay, so let's see. This right here, just by eyeballing it, this is what's known as a pivot. Right, this exhaustion candle tells us that it hit some major resistance right here. It got rejected. Here it actually broke through. It broke through with some kind of news event, and we know that because this big surge, this long candle, just like this long candle, those are, always news events. All right, so it broke through, but on the way down, it had some support, and it broke through that using another news event. Okay, so this high volatility right here, but we can see that even during times of high volatility, the market still, obeyed these zones. So me personally, this pivot line, there will be some resistance right here. I can guarantee you that. All right, and we can also see that the market kept getting rejected around here, and here. And since we're actually on the 4-hour chart, I'll actually go ahead and mark these little ones. Uh, Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I trade using higher time frames, so all this information is relevant, even though this is way over here and we're on the 4-hour chart. All this information is relevant. All right. So right, we're expecting NZD USD for a buy. Now, there's a few different ways we could go about that, right? I mean, we see where the resistance at, but we also see where the current market's at. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back to the 15-minute chart just to look for better entry. Turn the auto scroll back on. It'll put us right back to where the market is. All right, so we see that, there's actually some support right here. All right. But with the way, for the 15-minute chart, the way this candle is moving, we can actually see that, this is actually pretty volatile. It's a pretty volatile time for the NZD US dollar. So, let's see, today is Wednesday. No, today's Tuesday. How could I forget? It's election day. So, let's see. JOLTS, job openings. That's going to affect the US dollar today, as well as the election. Okay, so just based on that, I wouldn't actually enter a position for any longer than a few hours, just because we have this information that's getting released. All right, so I mean, we actually see that this report shows that it was actually good for the US dollar, which explains why NZD USD is going down right now, because that when that report was released, the dollar strengthened, pushing the leverage of NZD down. So that explains that. But what we can do is gauge the strength of the market right now. All right, we can do that a couple different ways. We could, use volumes, and right now there's actually a lot of people who are in the market, which pretty much means that it's fairly volatile right now. So let's see. Actually, I won't even use indicators, or I might use an indicator. Who knows? 14. Go smooth. All right. Let's see. We want to look at 12. Okay, so I mean, just based on charts, this would be a decent entry on the 15-minute. Or we could come here to the 5-second chart. I mean, I highly advise trading the minute chart, just like I highly advise trading the 5-second chart. But what the 5-second chart does is if you're going to be in a position, so we're actually over here on options, because we see that we're not going to be able to hold this position for hours and hours on end until we get more information. But we can actually go ahead and trade options and collect profit in a matter of seconds. So what we have to do is now we have to look at the chart in a different manner. So let's see, on the 5-second chart, this is pretty much telling us that it's break even right now. It's suffering from, it's in a ranging market. It's in a consolidating right now. So there's not much going on, but we see that it hasn't been successful breaking this line of support. Okay, that we know. So we could buy, express. So there's 4 different types of options. In this case, we could expect a break higher in 1 minute. It means it has to get up to here. Alright. Now, for a minute, luckily I only put up $1, because even though this is fairly volatile right now, for a minute it's not volatile enough, meaning it's ranging way too much. Alright. So what I should have did was done a range, and I should have bet that it's going to stay on the inside, meaning that it's going to stay within these zones, right? So that's we can see that $6.50 in profit right now. Alright, and I'm not gonna drag this video on too much longer. Actually, I'll go ahead and end it right now. Most of my videos have been around 18 minutes, so I guess I'll try to keep it closer to that. But thank you guys for tuning in. I really hope that you like the changes, and there's even more updates coming to both platforms. So I really want to see you guys getting engaged, and trust me, your engagement will be rewarded. It's not just a reward in and of itself. There will be rewards. There will be tournaments. So definitely start brushing up. Go through the university. That way you can compete, and that way you can get some prizes that are coming in the near future, guys. Alright, thank you for watching this video. Thanks for tuning in. And you see we made some money. You can hate that it's a demo account, or you can, fall in love with the system, guys. Alright, I look forward to seeing y'all again. Yeah, thanks for checking out this video.